Peace be with you and welcome to Spiritual Chords. If you're new here, welcome. If you are returning back, welcome back, my beautiful Soul Tribe family. Let's just see what is going on. Let's just see what is happening in collective energy. I'm going to do a divine feminine reading. I feel like that is something that we need right now with divine feminine's energy just balancing out so beautifully. The divine feminine is absolutely the star of the show. And what I mean by that is, everybody comes from feminine energy, right? There's no other way to come into this world but through feminine energy. And I just feel like she needs her time. I feel like we as feminines, we need to celebrate one another. So shout out to all my beautiful divine feminine sisters, queens out here. I see y'all shining so brightly, being patient, starving out the BS, just diligently working on yourself. Let's just see what the goddess energy is right now by way of divine feminine energy. You guys might hear, and you ladies, okay, ladies and gentlemen, you might hear some high frequency sounds, ebb and flow, highs and lows. These are things that I do by way of these readings to keep the bums away. The bum ass energy, 5 of Wands, 5 of Swords, spazzing out. Listen, these people got to go through their dark nights of the soul, but they cannot do it in the public eye, not with me here. And so that's what you hear in the background. I feel like it just keeps my energy copacetic. It keeps me on a nice medium frequency, high, never too low, but in balance and aware of the low frequencies, but not absorbing them. Listen, come on in. Holy Spirit, beautiful angels, divine feminine energy. What is the energy? My beautiful divine feminine energies under this full moon. Under the full moon. Listen, there's a lot going on, divine feminine. You're feeling radiant. You're feeling good. Your water energy is balanced. I cannot make this up. You could be seeing something from a different perspective with the hangman energy. You could be minding your business, seeing something from a different perspective, staying grounded. Look at the Ankh energy that represents reproduction, fertility, giving birth to something new. You're seeing something from a different perspective, okay? Some type of an experience. Yeah, you're transmuting grief. Look at that scorpionic energy. 5 of Cups. Beautiful divine feminine energy, though. Because look at the way you're in a certain position processing your grief. You're seeing something from a different perspective. You're finding purpose in some type of pain that you're now transmuting and turning into power. I can't make it up. Yeah. You got somebody out here in an imbalance in their feminine energy, y'all. Goddess of Swords in the reverse. This is somebody who's negligent. They've been coming out in all the readings. Goddess of Swords in the reverse is also the Queen of Swords in the reverse. This is somebody who is out of balance. Their feminine energy is fatal, not just to others, but to themselves. That's unfortunate. I hate that for them. Like, I don't hate a lot of things, but I hate misfortune and unfortunate energy because somebody seems to want to stay in a certain dynamic with the Goddess of Swords in the reverse. This is somebody who's mentally feeling trapped, okay? Whereas you're transmuting your pain. So you could have had some days, okay, where maybe you felt somebody else's depression or the energy was off and you knew right away this was not your energy. Big 3 of Swords energy. That's so unfortunate. Queen of, who is this? Goddess of Swords, which is also the Queen of Swords in the reverse, divine feminine energy. 3 of Swords. Spirit just said to me, this could be a masculine whose feminine energy is not in balance. 3 of Swords, Libra energy. Somebody's birthday could be in October. Okay. Clarify what's going on, Holy Spirit. Somebody's birthday could be in February. I could be channeling somebody. Yeah, it's a lot going on. Somebody's birthday is in September. You got a Libra Virgo here, 8 of Pentacles. For a lot of you, you're channeling this energy. How are you transmuting this pain? You're getting to work. This is like not laying down and just taking something. You're taking it and you're focusing in on something that you're creating. Look at the 8 of Pentacles. So you got a feminine energy here out of balance and you're in balance. Yeah, look at you. Your cup is overflowing. Ace of Cups, direct connection to source. So I just heard your spiritual water source. Something about your flow. This could represent your menses. This could represent your ebb and flow. This could represent just you flowing by way of your energy, high frequency. Eight of Pentacles, you're channeling your energy into something beautiful. Ace of Cups, and the Most High is saying that there's something new coming in here for you. So this could be the past energy. What's the Goddess of Swords in the reverse? Ten of Cups. It's somebody in your family. So you got a family dynamic here. This could be a few feminines in your family who are watching you balance out some type of feminine nature. I just heard you broke the curse of divorce. Ooh, you broke the curse of being a single mother, a single parent, something like that. Ten of Cups, Ace of Cups. This is like a new beginning. This is exactly what it is. It's a new beginning. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Let's just see what's going on here. Holy Spirit, show me what I need to see. Yeah, Nine of Cups. Your wishes are coming in. Something about you giving birth to something. There's a lot of water elements here. Emotionally being balanced. You could have broke some type of curse off of your feminine nature, like a curse of depression. And Goddess of Swords in the reverse is like the Nine of Swords in the reverse. It's like hopeless energy. This could also be a curse that you broke of mental illness. You're seeing something from a different perspective. Three of Swords, things that once possibly had you heartbroken and sad. You're now learning how to take that and put it into the Eight of Pentacles. But who is this person over here? Because somebody doesn't want you to change the dynamic. Yeah, it could be three sisters, two mothers. Somebody could have two mothers. Somebody could refer to their grandmother as their mother. Somebody could have a stepmother. Whatever this is three women here, Three of Pentacles. Something about collaborating. Something about the beehive. Something like that. Big Oshun energy, big love energy. Yeah, what's going on? Ace of Pentacles. I can't make this up. It's like you've cleared out something out of your energy and somebody doesn't want this change. Somebody's heartbroken, but they're being forced to see something in a way that they don't want to see it. Ace of Pentacles. Something about a new spiritual gift. I feel like this is something that's being gifted to you by the ancestors, your bloodline. Ten of Cups, Ace of Cups. This is something from the divine. Nothing can stop it. It's too high up. It's in the hands of the Most High. Nine of Cups. Big divine feminine energy. What's good? Come on in. Yeah, Two of Cups. You're manifesting a beautiful partnership. You broke some type of curse off your family. Something off the women in your family. This could have been, like I said, widow energy, divorce, single parent, some type of generational curse, and somebody does not want to change the family dynamic. Why is this Queen of Swords in the reverse with the Five of Cups and the Three of Swords and the Hangman? Because you have some type of abilities to alchemize anything that comes your way. Look at you, the universe. You're in some type of an agreement. You took your pain and turned it into power. You took your sorrow and turned it into something like a new beginning and a new connection to the Most High God, the Ace of Wands. You're seeing things differently. Okay. Sometimes, unfortunately, this is the case when you've broken a generational curse and you got people in the family that don't want to break that curse. It's so sad. Sometimes they will look at you with an eye of envy. That's what I just heard, because you're coming up as the supreme being. Whoa, this says supernova. Two of Cups. You've alchemized depression, pain right about your lineage. You said, not this time. Not this. This will go no further. Okay, this is where I got to cut this off, whatever this is. Five of Cups, Three of Swords, and the Goddess of Swords. Yeah, I can't make it up. Nine of Pentacles. You took your time with this work. This is not a rushing energy. This is a healing properly from the inside out. Putting yourself in the Hangman energy, or the universe could have put you in the Hangman energy so that you could see your pain and your sorrow. Because Goddess of Swords is also reminding me of the Nine of Swords. This could be like mental illness, alchemized out of your bloodline. Yeah, look, the Nine of Wands, protecting your energy. You're coming up as the wounded warrior for your bloodline. So you went to war for something that's coming in. You had to fight for something to get to this Ten of Cups, Ace of Wands. You sure did. And it was worth the fight. Beautiful divine feminine energy. She's balanced. She's a warrior. She's in this fire energy. But mostly you're in this Virgo energy. Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. It's like you are your best masterpiece. You've mastered yourself. You are a beautiful body of work. You could be looking at yourself as if you are your own muse. I can't make this up. Creating daughters of pentacles, meaning children with gifts, daughters and sons. I can't make it up. big moon energy. Look at the way you're using the moon to alchemize this feminine energy. For some of you, this could be affecting, like I said, your menses. You know, if you're really in alignment, then your cycle should come every 28 days. For those of you that still have a cycle, right, with the moon energy, yeah, something about being in balance. As your body flows and purges out whatever needs to be purged out, whatever energies you could have accumulated over the last 28 days, right? Men need to really watch this video as well. This is a nice explanation of the feminine nature and how she is in balance with the calendar and time and energies and Gaia and ebb and flow and, you know, certain things, by way of her being a natural, like, supreme being in order to transmute life. Like, she has everything she needs in order to navigate in life. Yeah, moon energy. That's how you use that moon energy. Something about your intuition. Something about your intuition. You could absolutely be in some type of hangman situation. You might have dipped off back into something. Something could have made you sad. And then you realize, oh, this is just an opportunity for me to take this and transmute it. Retrograde will absolutely do that. Six of Cups. I can't make it up. You got the Six of Cups. Something about your childhood. Something about the past. Yep. You turn this around. Whatever this is. Yeah. You turned it around. You turned it around. I can't make this up. This wanted to come up in the reverse, but it's the Ten of Wands. Look at how she's effortlessly accepting all the burdens that she's had to bear. But at the same time, she realizes that she doesn't have to hold on to those burdens. 11:44 on the timer. I can't make it up. Somebody's stressed out in this family dynamic. Seven of Wands, because you are so chosen, you are so protected. There's absolutely a jealousy energy, envy, whatever this is, from somebody in your family. Could be another feminine. And that's unfortunate because somebody's watching you alchemize in the bloodline. Look how your third eye is open with universe. And the universe is responding to you so beautifully, divine feminine. Whew, whatever you ask for, you get. And it's all good. You're focused on everything that's good. Yeah, look. You know exactly who this person is. Five of Swords in the reverse, okay? It's somebody that doesn't want to change something. What's wrong with them, Holy Spirit? They lack love. Somebody doesn't like your confidence. Goddess of Wands, okay, which is Queen of Wands energy, fire sign energy. Look at how radiant she is, how unapologetic, so attractive. Some of you could just be like loving on yourself a little bit more. You know, maybe you're sitting to rub a little bit more shea butter and coconut butter and all the butters, coconut oil. Maybe you're just really taking your time with yourself lately. Okay, because with the Five of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Five of Cups, and the Three of Swords, I feel like there's a lot of people that betrayed you. People that you could have overgiven to. Maybe you left yourself out. Maybe you forgot about yourself. Okay, I see somebody overextending. Yeah, you broke that curse. Those are curses. Whenever you feel out of balance and it's not going with the flow, it's something that needs to be gotten rid of. Call it what you want, call it what you will, but it's something that needs to be eliminated. Be that a curse, a habit, something that you could have learned by way of learned behavior. Maybe some of you saw your mother overgive or somebody in the dynamic overgive, and you kind of learned that. You said, let me unlearn that. Let me take care of myself. This Queen of Wands is like self-care, self-love. Somebody's got daughters looking at them. Yeah, I can't make this up. Look, something's over. You got the World here. Somebody doesn't want something to be over. Okay. I feel like somebody could have tried to betray your feminine energy. They did, and they got exposed by the universe with the Tower. Somebody really doesn't like the fact that the ancestors favor you. Yeah, I just heard that's the thanks I get. Like, that's the thanks I get for breaking all these generational curses. This wasn't easy because with the Ten of Wands, you were carrying burdens that didn't even belong to you. Could have been your mother's burdens. Could have been your father's burdens. Somebody in the family. You taking care of everybody. Somebody was out here taking care of their sister's children and their brother's kids. And it's a lot going on. And then you said, you know what? Let me go ahead and just sail to common water, Six of Swords, Aquarian energy, and do what's best for my feminine nature. This was a really good decision. I like this. I like this for us. This is beautiful. Yeah, look, strength in the reverse. These people could have drained the hell out of you being over nice. They just kept taking and taking and taking. And somebody feels intimidated in your energy with strength. Mm-hmm. I'm getting a lot of feminine energy, just like, there was a time we had to be in a masculine energy for lack of decent masculinity outside of ourselves. And we had to learn how to balance out that masculine and feminine energy. But with strength in the reverse, I feel like people totally drained you. Now you're back in this Queen of Wands, Goddess of Wands energy, very fiery energy, feeling happy, taking care of yourself. Okay, yellow could be a real significant color, and you've recovered. You transmuted something. You turned it into power for your bloodline with the sun's energy. Clarify, big Leo energy. Something about your heart chakra. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so listen. The sun. Overall energy, you've transmuted something into joy, peace, power, and balance. Justice energy. You're happy. You're in a very interesting energy, and it's something that I feel like you are not allowing a lot of people to be privy to. This is a very sacred feminine energy that I'm channeling. It's so beautiful. It's so radiant. Yeah, look, daughter of wands. You're in. It's like you're nurturing your inner younger woman, your inner young lady energy. Like you're going back into the shadows and you're talking to possibly the version of yourself by way of adolescence. That's what I'm feeling. In order to be this dynamic woman, confident, holding your own, standing in your truth, being honest with yourself. Yeah, look, these people wore you out. They wore you out. Four of Swords. You got the Four of Swords and strength. Somebody tried to drain you. Clarify strength in the Four of Swords. Yeah, Son of Pentacles. Somebody could have tried to really like drain you emotionally. Like this could have put you in like a nasty energy. You could have had to balance something out with your health, or just get some rest with strength in the reverse. Yeah, you could have been over giving to somebody. You got the Son of Pentacles, earth energy. This could have been children. This could have been a son that was draining you too. You may have needed to release this karmic child or a karmic situation. Yeah, I can't make this up. The Hierophant in the reverse. Something could have resulted from a divorce. Hierophant in the reverse with the Son of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah. And you took a leap of faith in a different direction. Yep. I feel like the Son of Pentacles is a son or an immature man. Emperor energy, father figure, something like that. But somebody's growing up in the somebody's growing from a boy to a man. But I feel like you had to release something. That's what I feel like. I feel like you had to release something. Look, you got the Eight of Cups. You had to walk away from somebody and surrender some type of situation where somebody was completely and totally draining you. Again, your health could have been affected. This could have been causing a lot of stress. You absolutely balance out your feminine energy. The Hierophant in the reverse could also represent just instability, like not seeing eye to eye, not having the same beliefs. Hierophant in the reverse could also be from a divorce, but having to walk away. Justice could be a divorce. Yeah, this is where you're getting liberated. Whatever this is, you have to walk away from something and somebody in order to heal. Sometimes you can't be around people and heal. Sometimes you need to just go away, let them go. Permanently, indefinitely, temporarily, whatever the case, you will know, especially when your feminine energy is in such a beautiful alignment. It's like you just kind of know, like, yeah, I'm never going to revisit that. I just heard when a woman's fed up, there ain't nothing you can do about it. It's really nothing you can do about it. It's a superpower that we got. I don't know what it is. I mean, I do, but if you know, then you know. All my high vibrational women know. But when a woman is really fed up, there really is nothing you can do about it. You got the Goddess of Pentacles. This is like self-care, groundedness, keeping your home in order, being at peace at home. Okay, focused on your work, focused on your investments, where your time goes. You got an Emperor here. You got a son that's growing from a child to a man. Yeah, look at Empress energy. You're coming up as a mother. Look at how she's holding her womb with all that sunlight around her. That sunlight is like you're a source of energy for your family. And somebody thought they were going to drain you. You got a son that's growing up. This person could be finally getting these lessons with the Emperor energy. or something on his father's side of the family. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. I feel like whoever I'm talking to, you had a child at a certain stage in your life where maybe you were an overgiver and you forgot about yourself. This also could have been something that you extended to your immediate family. Okay, like women in your family. You also got some little jealousy here, cunning energy, unfortunately, in your bloodline, family, whoever these people are. But you still decided to transmute it, and you're still in this supreme being energy. Nine of Pentacles. You may have needed to do this by yourself. And when you did, you were absolutely successful. Nine of Wands, you're protecting your energy. You could have gone through divorce, separation, something like that. Some type of travesty. But with the Nine of Wands, I get this feeling like you had to do it by yourself. Two of Cups, now you're coming into a healthy union because of the kind of woman that you are now. It's natural to attract this. The version of the woman that you are now naturally is attracting a healthy relationship. Two of Cups. You could be more focused on friendship too. Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles with the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Cups. Nine of Cups. This is now you really sail into calmer waters. Now you get to really rest in that feminine energy, right? And be soft. Got Justice. This is your Justice. Emperor energy. There's a masculine somewhere. It could be a son or a man that was acting very immature. This person is finally getting it. Whatever this is, somebody is finally getting it. Finally waking up. Could be a son. Could be a man. Could be all of the above. You got some feminines here that you may not need to reconcile with. Four Swords in a reverse. You're going to find out that somebody in your family could be going through some type of health issues. This could be a feminine, a mother, a sister, something like that. Okay. So just take what resonates. Three of Pentacles. You got people that collaborated against you, unfortunately. And again, you are the matriarch of the family. I love y'all, Divine Feminine. This is your quick reading. I love you. I will see you in the next reading. Happy full moon. I will see you soon. Peace be with you.